Hey guys, Jonathan Graham here. Today I'll be showing you one of my latest designs in origami. This is a hexagonal pyramid. It has a flat bottom. You can see it's hexagonal. And this is from one uncut square of paper. This one's from a 6-inch square. This one's from, I don't know, maybe about a 7-inch or 7¼ inch square, I think. But the one we're making today, this is from a 10-inch square, this one here. And this is the size we'll be making today. This is from a 10-inch square of kami. No cutting, no gluing, or anything like that. So to make the hexagonal pyramid, you're going to start with your square. This is a 10-inch square, so we're going to get that size, this larger one. You want to start with the colored side down. And now what we're going to do is we're going to fold in half diagonally. This corner to this other corner right here. Try to make your creases exact, so it's a triangle. Next, we are going to fold this in half the other way so that this point goes to this point, and make a pinch to find the center of our triangle. Now we're going to take this point here and fold this point up to this corner, but we're just going to make a small pinch right there. Unfold it. I'm going to turn this around so it's easier to see. We're now going to bring this edge, or this corner, to this pinch that we just made, and make a slightly longer pinch. Okay? Turn it back this way, and now we're going to, next step, we're going to fold this up along right to this corner, or the center. Let me just make sure that's good and sharp. Starting at this center point, we're going to bring this up so that this pinch lands on the other pinch mark. I'll turn it this way so you can see. This crease is going to hit that crease, just like so. And it starts right at the bottom. So let me just do this, and I'll show you what I mean. So it started down here, and we basically brought our two pinches together. Now we're going to take this flap and fold it up over that edge. Actually, we're going to flip it over and fold it over this way. Turn it over and bring this edge up to here. It starts at this point. And we're going to try to make a fairly, to make the hexagonal shape. And now we kind of have this flower shape here, tulip shape kind of. We're going to fold this flap down. I'm going to turn it this way so it's easier. Fold this flap up starting at this point, and the crease will end right on top of this corner. We want to do very precise creases for this. And then fold both of these flaps down over top of that, and then flip it over and just fold this one behind, lining up the crease with the fold underneath. Next step, I'm gonna just take this one layer and fold it over so that this is gonna be here bisecting it, and just put a very light crease kind of in the middle here. And this is just for a guide so we can make sure we have it centered. We're gonna fold this point up so it's 1/3 the height from this edge. So a third of the way. This point we're gonna fold up 1/3 of the way from this edge, and we use that center there just to guide where the middle is. So we're gonna fold this point up and just kind of eyeball. It doesn't have to be exact. I just try to get about 1/3 of the way. So that's roughly 1/3, maybe a little more, but that's good enough. Crease it really sharply. Next we're going to unfold this and unfold the entire sheet of paper. That's, by the way, that's how you make it. If you were to make a hexagon, that's what you do. If you cut this, you'd have a hexagon. In fact, you could use a hexagon if you wanted, but unfold it, and you can see this hexagon in the middle. I'm just going to turn it face down so the colored side is facing us. And I'm just going to pinch around this hexagon to reinforce these creases so they're mountain folds from the colored side. 4, 5, and 6. This hexagon is actually the bottom of our pyramid, pyramid. And now we're going to turn this over, and we're going to fold on these existing folds in like this. I'm going to fold this side in along the existing crease. This one here. And we're basically turning our square, pulling these edges in on the existing creases, into A. And when we're done, and I'll just turn it colored side up so you can see better, we basically made our square into a hexagon. So now we're going to turn it back over this way just to show you a bit better how to do this. So we're going to turn it so that we're going to fold this in half so the corners meet up, two opposite corners of the hexagon. So we're treating this like a hexagon now, and because it's sometimes not 100% accurate, you want to make sure this corner is lined up here. And we're going to make a pinch right at the top here. So we're dividing this side in half. Same on this end. I like to do each side separately. Unfold, turn it to the next so we have the next two corners across from us, fold it over. Lining up the corners on the tip, but you also want to more importantly line up the corners on this side here. And do a pinch on each side, making sure you're bisecting each of those sections. Turn it again, unfold and turn again, and over here. And once again, I want to make sure I line up these corners and pinch. There we go. So these are going to be for the next folds. We're going to make diagonal folds or angled creases going from starting at where our inner hexagon meets this crease to that pinch. So I'm just going to do this here. You're going to start at the bottom, be really exact for this, and then just pivot till you get the beginning of the hexagon there, the pinch, and then only creasing from that hexagon to the edge. And now there's one. Now we're going to make this other side here. Again, just going from where our hexagon there meets the crease there and to the pinch. And only creasing in this area. And you want to make sure you do this accurately. Okay, so that's one side. That triangle is going to be one of our triangles. So we're going to repeat that on the other 5 sides. So again, I'll just do that there. Again, make sure you just crease on the side and make sure your points are accurate, your folds. And there's another one. Again, right there to the pinch that we made up top. And these, the better you do these folds, the better the locking, or the way it's going to come together will be when you do this pre-creasing. And the lock, I think, is pretty cool. So we're just doing the same pyramid shape or triangles here on the 6 sides of our hexagon, and 2 more there. So this is 1. Oops, I did go a little bit past. Make sure that's right on that hexagon. Crease it really sharp too. Same here, it's going to start right there, you kind of see, and end at that top one. Pinch there, and then 1 more. So at the end here, we're going to have 6. Do that to the 6 sides of our hexagon, which we folded our square out of. So we have this kind of star shape. Now we're going to find these corners. We're going to fold this corner in about a little beyond where this color meets the pink. So I'm going to fold it about, we'll go about 1/3 of the way to there, or a little more than 1/3 of the way. And this will, so it doesn't reach there, but there's going to be a bit of extra paper there. Do this on all 6 corners. Just folding them in, making sure the creases are lined up on themselves. 4, 5, and 6, and that just reduces the bulk. And now, actually, that's 5. This is 6. Now comes the really ingenious part: is putting the hexagon pyramid together. These triangles are in the right direction. We're going to take these creases here, where we folded, and reinforce them. And those are going to be, at least from looking at this way, valid mountain folds. And if you look, when I do that, you kind of get this star-shaped bowl shape coming along here. And now comes sort of the magic. This is a really cool lock. I kind of call it a spiral lock. You're going to keep bringing this 6-pointed star thing together. And you're going to just kind of push these together, intertwine them a bit, and push down. I'm going to try not to crush this too much. And just gently tease the paper, or tease it into place. And everything kind of squeezes together. And it's sort of like magic because it actually locks pretty tightly. And I like to go around the bottom here to reinforce those creases, and it kind of automatically locks together at the top. And that finishes the hexagonal pyramid from one uncut square of paper. This one you can see is a little bit, it'll sometimes do that a bit at the top, but that's where you have to make sure your creases are really exact. But if you take two of them, you could glue them like that, and you'd have a hexagonal die pyramid. Anyway, kind of looks like a teepee as well. So I hope you're able to make that one. That's a pretty cool design. I like the way that it's locked together, and that it's from one uncut square of paper. So I hope you enjoyed my latest design here. I'm Jonathan Graham. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Like this video, and I will see you next time.